Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a new edition of another of the LexisNexis Tolley excellent publications. This is Tolley's Property Taxation 2011 to 12. It's this one here, current edition for us. The title we've given it, which is on the web and in the journals and so forth, is Involved in Property Taxation and Transactions. This is the essential tax guide, now in the latest edition for 2011 to 2012. This is the book. It's another heavy one. You see a good spine on it. That's what's on the back, so you get some idea of what's actually in it. You can see it follows the standard structure of the LexisNexis Tolley publications, with paragraph numbering at the sides, which is extremely helpful. There aren't footnotes as such with this because you don't need it, but what you have got is a very extensive index at the back, and of course at the front you've got a very simple, in my view, but very useful contents page. Now, it's been written by a consulting editor, Mike Arnold, who has all the relevant qualifications to be an absolute expert in this area of law. Now, if you or your clients are involved in any way, shape or form in property dealings or investments, it would be unthinkable in our view not to acquire a copy of Tolley's Property Taxation. Writing in the foreword, Liz Peace, who's the Chief Executive of British Property Federation, speaks for everybody connected with the property industry when she describes this handy paperback volume as, quote, the essential tax guide to all those who want to get the best out of their property transactions. That, of course, is what all wise investors seek to do: minimise their exposure to tax. Nothing wrong with that in our view at all, but you've got to be sensible about how you operate. So within more than 1,000 pages, what Tolley's Property Taxation for this edition has come up with is it's compiled and organised the combined expertise of 21 tax specialists as contributors under the editorship of Mike Arnold. Mike Arnold being a former partner of PricewaterhouseCoopers and a specialist in VAT and real estate. Let me give you another quote. A business can get into the most frightful mess because it did not consider the consequences of a transaction or an agreement reached, is what he warns, adding that that law, and that's only just one of the taxes, think about some more we might get in the future, has never been simple as it applies to property. The practitioner, therefore, whether an accountant or tax lawyer, is therefore left with a formidable task when it comes to providing the client with best advice regarding property tax. A task, in our view, made much easier thanks to this year's edition of Tolley's. Yes, you should buy this year's edition because you must bear in mind that the tax environment surrounding property is in a state of constant change. I think the objective of this indispensable book of more than about 1,000 pages is to provide accessible, comprehensive and reliable guidance to all the relevant taxes pertaining to property, with technical points illustrated throughout by actual cases. So let me conclude by saying that within the 21 chapters, they deal with every aspect of property taxation, from real estate investment trusts, capital gains tax and VAT to stamp duty, land tax, inheritance tax, and so forth. So for sage and knowledgeable advice, including the answers to many questions and queries you might have and the conundrums you may encounter pertaining to property taxation, this book is unequalled as a thorough and reliable guide. We warmly welcome it, and of course the new edition is as up to date as it can be. So thank you to all concerned. That's Tolley LexisNexis, Mike Arnold and all the contributors for the work they've done. It's a great help to us as practitioners. Thank you, bye bye.